guys, hopefully a quick video showing the i5 6600K with the 980 Ti. Powering it on. Relatively quick boots with the SSD. And this is running Windows 10 64-bit Pro 4. Sorry. Windows 10 Pro 64-bit. And I apologize for the quality. The camera is 1080p, but it's running at 1440p, so for whatever reason it makes it look fuzzy. I can't change it, so hopefully you can read it. So it's just Riva tuner, MSI Afterburner, can't connect. 16 gigs of RAM, Intel i5 6600K, Windows 10 Pro. Let's go. See. 6600K, 45 multiplier for 4.5 gigahertz. Let's run it up real quick. Run a couple games. See the FPS at the top left. I don't have any sound on right now, so you'll probably hear the fan. Let me put the panel on. This game takes forever to load, even with a solid state drive. And I can keep this on here if you like, or I can remove it. It takes up quite a bit of space, but it's a very fun game. Hopefully it shows the quality of it. I'm thinking it'll be pretty close. Nowhere near what it looks on the video. I got the outfeed of the camera on the next monitor over so I can see what the camera sees. And it looks okay, but not nearly what the monitor is actually showing, unfortunately. But I'm not a video editor, so I could use Fraps or something, but we'll just showcase what the performance is. I guess I can show the settings. So 1440p, monitor 60 Hz. For whatever reason the game thinks it's 59. Damn it. MSA 4 times, VSync's on, maxed, MSA reflection only 2 times, max, so everything's pretty much maxed out. Just play drive real quick, if I can remember how to play. Just watch the FPS, really. All you can do. Should be pegged at 59 pretty much the whole time. And the graphics card is overclocked a little bit. I think it's only at 1440 megahertz for the core and 7900 for memory. So it still has a little bit of room left to overclock if you wanted to. But I just put it at something that I knew it would run real quick. You might hear it ramp up a little bit just because the gain on this mic is so high. But it's really not that loud. The camera doesn't really do it justice. It gets to about 60%, runs about 81 degrees Celsius, which is warm, but for a 980 Ti it's not bad. Alright, that's good enough for this game. Good old F4. Let's see if we can read this. So, yeah, it was getting about 77, 76. Pretty consistent, 59. A little dip here. But other than that, it's 1432 megahertz core. GPU is about 80 to 90%. 4.4 gigs of video memory. We'll run, this is another good one, Dragon Age Inquisition. How much time I got left? 50 minutes. Another game that takes forever to load. Let's show graphics, Ultra, I think that's, okay, Tessellation was on Ultra. Ultra, 2 times is fine for 1440p. Yes. Okay, continue. This is just the first part of the game. Another game that I can leave on here. It's pretty fun as well. Good game, especially if you've ever played the Dragon Age, either Origins or Dragon Age 2. Very good game. Unfortunately, it's really dark on the camera, but it is what it is. So 59, 60, 59.9, 60. I'll advance a little bit. I really wish I had a 1440p camera. But, oh well. And 1440p is about 50% more pixels than 1080p, if you knew or not. So GPS will work about 50% more at 1440p. So if you have a 1080p monitor, this would be perfect for like 144 hertz monitor. But I think it's perfect for 1440p. I'll never go back to 1080p after having this monitor. It just, everything looks so much more sharp. A lot better pixel density. This is a 27 inch as well. Qnix. They use Korean panels, so they're pretty cheap. You can get them on eBay. A very good deal. And you can overclock them. Like I've had this monitor about 96 hertz, so you can get 96 FPS out of your games. And it does help. Makes it a lot smoother. A lot more power required though. So again, stuck at 60 FPS. No problem. 1430 megahertz, getting up to 81, 82. You know, it should. I played for quite a while, and that's about where it hovered at, is 81, 82. And you can increase the fans in the case too. I've left them relatively low. It would help with thermals. Or if you play with headphones or speakers, I mean, you're not going to hear the graphics card. Even at 60%, you could even take it up to 70%. That would even maybe drop it below 80. So, graphics card 80, 70, 90% usage. It's a very graphically intensive game. Using about 2.2 gigs of RAM. Still got a lot of headroom. This graphic card has 6 gigs, if I remember correctly. Oh, and CPU running Grand Theft Auto was only about 50%, about the same, 40-50% with this game, so it's a lot of headroom with the CPU as well. It's a perfect CPU for gaming. Memory is also at 3000 megahertz, 3 gigahertz, 15, 16, 16 clocks, which is a sweet spot for this CPU, at least for what I've seen. 9 minutes. We'll run 3D Mark 13 real quick. I don't think I have, yeah, shut up. We'll do just normal 3D Mark Fire Strike, because I think I have Extreme on the post. Let's run that real quick. Of course, you don't have to watch this whole video. It's just to show that the computer works, and it works great. Do we have enough time? We got 9 minutes left. Oh, and with this running, I'm using about 349 watts, 350 watts, and it's a 650 watt power supply. So, a lot of room left with the power supply. You don't want to max out the power supply though, you want to stay about 40 to 60%. That's its best efficiency rating, which with this I think is a 90 to 92%. That's converting the, what is it, AC to DC. So that's just the efficiency of the conversion. I like gold rated. It also helps with the good quality power supply to give it the system a nice clean voltage, a nice clean flow. You don't want dirty power essentially going into your system. So I don't like to skimp on power supplies. It can degrade the components. But that's my opinion. And unfortunately, this camera is also 30 frames per second, not 60, so also doesn't help with the quality, showing the quality of the graphics. Just have to believe me. But really the frames speak for themselves when it shows them in the top left. This is a physics, so it's using the CPU right now. Next will be a combination test. Uses the CPU and the GPU. This uses, I've got a kilowatt plugged into the wall. It shows how much power the computer's taking. Let's see. Using 390 watts with both the CPU and the GPU being used, so still within that range. Alright, that gives you a score of, let's take a snapshot too. Oop, wrong keyboard. Put post on here. Forgot to run this the other time. So, graphics score 20,170, which is good. And almost 10,000 physics score, which is also very good. Okay, GPU at 1400, 1440. Might need to change the voltage. But again, I've had this graphics card up to 1500 stable, so got some room to work. About 77, 78. Oh, and hard drive's at half right now, only because of the games. I also have Fallout 4 installed. So if you remove, that's 150 gigs right there, so got plenty of space. I also in the system left a SATA cord and power cord if you want to expand storage. Put a 3.5-inch drive in there, like a 2 terabit or something. There's plenty of space, and the power and cord is there. Easy to do, just screw it in. What else? Oh, and this little program I like. I was going to show you this. 4 minutes. I'm going to keep this program on there. It's very useful. So this will visually represent what's taking up space on your drive. Once it's done, it's scanning right now. So these squares represent files, and then it also breaks it down. So this whole chunk is Grand Theft Auto 5, this whole chunk is Dragon Age Inquisition, this whole chunk is Fallout 4. Then your hibernation file and various other files that are on here for your system. So it just shows kind of what's being taken up. It's a nice tool. So if you're getting low on memory or storage, you can go, what the heck's taking up all my space? Go in here and find out and decide if you want to delete it or not. Makes a big difference. And an idle. We're showing about 40 watts. With the screen off, it's usually like 35 watts, so that's really low. Skylake's pretty impressive for power. But I believe that's it. What else? We got Microsoft Office somewhere in here. There it is. Opens right up. Nice and quick. But again, if you have any questions, please feel free to text me or give me a call or email me or whatever. More than happy to answer any questions. So that's it. This is the computer. Hopefully you like it, and appreciate checking it out and lasting till the end of this video. So thanks.